Can't tell me nothing about these Baltimore streets. Where I walk, I leave my mark and it belongs to me. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Tracy Marie. Be More's unexpected, the Goldfield resurrected, North Ave gangster injected, with Bolton Hill ladylike intentions on a mission for change. I am the spirit of Mother Lang. I am the essence of Francis Harper. I got the fight of Lily Jackson. I'm Joe Gann's daughter. I am Baltimore. I am Orchard Street. The Underground Railroad is flowing through me, and every time I breathe, I'm setting niggas free. Stay with me. I'm in it for that Northwestern prom queen, that Ruskin Ave dope fiend, that Park Heights gangster lean, that Bloomingdale fight scene, letting all my people know it's okay to dream. But you gotta wake up. Everybody struggles, but it seems like we're stuck. You see, I've heard all the stories. I know we were set up to fall. But my girl Billy made it from the whorehouse to Carnegie Hall. Faults and all is in us, y'all. Baltimore, stand up. Baltimore girls, stand up.
Before Baltimore Girls. That's the truth. Nobody wasn't thinking about sisterhood before Baltimore Girls. Nobody wasn't queening before Baltimore Girls.
Yeah, them dots. Everybody wants some dots now.
And I'm happy that they are queening and sisterhood and all of that around. Right. Whether we get the recognition that Baltimore Girls really laid this out for Baltimore. Right. We said we were Baltimore Girls. People wanted me to change the name of the group. Right. People that was advising me like, but Baltimore got a bad name. You sure you want to name it? I said, now we name Baltimore Girls. Now you ready? Because I'm from here and I'm not gonna be ashamed. I'm straight built for it, tough out this way. Okay, so what made me start Baltimore Girls? Excuse me, what am I supposed to be looking at, you or the camera?
Camera, I'm not here.
Okay.
Yeah, you talking to the camera.
Okay. I started Baltimore Girls because I was at a very rough point in my life. My kidneys failed. My 13-year-old daughter was pregnant. I was a single mom, and I spent a lot of time hiding the fact that I wasn't well and that my daughter was pregnant, and it made me wonder who else in my city is going through stuff that they're spending this much energy on hiding, just trying to look like myself, trying to smile when I know I don't know what we're about to do with the little baby and all of this kind of stuff. So I was laying in bed. I lost a very dear friend of mine, Chris Dreads, and he was my creative power behind all my shows and performances and production, and he passed away. And I was really, really down because I was out of town and I tried to get back and my plane was delayed and I didn't make it. And I fell into this slump for months, and I just didn't, know where to go creatively because he was like a big inspiration. And I just laid in bed thinking about him, thinking about my health, thinking about my daughter. And then I just thought in my head, Baltimore Girls. Baltimore Girls are some tough girls. Who else do I know that's going through, been through, and still smiling and still shining? I need to find them. And I hope that they're willing to open up and let the world know things that we often hide about ourselves, and try to start healing with that, with not tucking it away, tucking hurt, pain, things that have happened down in a safe place, but pulling it out and bringing it to the table and dealing with it and facing it so we could get past it and grow. So that was the first thought about Baltimore Girls and why I started it. But I let the project breathe and evolve on its own. I let it evolve into whatever it was going to be, and it's been amazing.
How'd you meet the girls? I know that did you reach out? Was it organic where you were just kind of in the same place with these people and then
No,
the conversation
I didn't
came
know
out?
anything. Crystal, I knew Crystal from, we were teaching hair classes over in St. Thomas. She has a salon here in Baltimore. I called her, Crystal, and I mentioned the idea. And she said, oh, I thought it would be good. I said, would you be willing to open up about some private things in your life? And she said, yeah. I used to be homeless. And I was like, homeless? I knew you for a long time. She said, some of that time I was homeless. So that proved to me that, yes, we are hiding stuff. We are hiding big stuff. I would have never, ever known that about her. And Kitty, I knew Kitty from a long time ago. And I always knew that Kitty had a real life around the way of a Baltimore girl. And I called her and she was like, oh, that sounds wonderful. You want me to write a song for it? Because she's a rapper. So she wrote the song. And then I just started running into people randomly, LNG. And I said, you want to come through? I'm having something you might be interested in. And she brought Erica along. And then Adana joined with Kitty. And it just like piled on. But no, we all never spent hours in a room together, one-on-one or apart, before Baltimore Girls began.
They think I'm crazy, possibly. They think I'm crazy. They think I'm crazy. They think I'm crazy. Definitely what Baltimore Girls provides for me. I had the opportunity to meet Safiyatou, and we ran in the same circles, and we were instantly able to recognize each other's ability to be free. And we live in a city where everybody kind of does the same thing from time to time. Everybody want to wear the same clothes, and you can go out and everybody look the same, but I would constantly see Safi and she would always be different, and she would see me and recognize that I would always be different, and it was like a coming together. So we always laugh and say we're from the same mothership, because it really is true, because we're just out here happy to be us and celebrate the skin that we're in, and recognizing that that's not easy, and that doesn't mean you don't have faults, and that doesn't mean you don't feel self-conscious and insecure about a lot of things, but you're still able to push through that. And you know what, I'm feeling down, but my hair fitting to be blue. I'm feeling down, but I'm fitting to wear these cut off shorts. I'm feeling down, but I'm gonna walk in here and I'm gonna be my authentic self. And Baltimore Girls is just, the concept of it is so welcoming to that kind of person, and I appreciate it. America be like, we hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal and are endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights, that among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. I'm sorry I had to laugh. Biggest joke America ever told. Life and liberty. Life and liberty sounds like a foreign language to me. They done stole our drum. They done stole our drum. They done stole our drum. And they think I'm crazy. think I'm crazy, possibly. They said Harriet was crazy because she wanted to be free. Labeled mentally insane, looking for life and liberty. They said Sandra Bland was crazy. How dare she speak? Nigga, you can have a nice house. Nigga, you can drive a nice car. You can be on your way to your brand new job, but you best not talk back. March in step, or we'll kill you and say you're crazy. They think I'm crazy. They think I'm crazy. They think I'm crazy. Possibly. They said Corinne Gaines was crazy because she wanted to be free. Gun in her hand, ready to take a stand for life and liberty. Labeled mentally insane, looking for life and liberty. Them motherfuckers shot me and labeled me crazy, labeled me insane, while you motherfuckers took my sanity, not me. Life and liberty. Life and liberty. Life and liberty. You know what? I think I'm crazy too.
Mdam kambana kangesha wana kwawane wahayati sinyembinam kaya. Mdam kambana kangesha wana kwawane wahayati sinyembinam kaya. Sinale to kwano manyinzi nagatana nemkaya. Sinale to kwano manyinzi nagatana nemkaya. Chinola nalendile nikali na bandeli abo pesho mwanza no shikera kamende mdam kamba na kangesha mdam kamba na kangesha wana bwane wahaya dishinyembi na mkaya mdam kamba na kangesha wana bwane wahaya dishinyembi na mkaya.
Baltimore Girls has changed me tremendously as a person because I was very confrontational and I met some extraordinary women who taught me how to channel their anger instead of everything being a debate or everything having to be a debate. It could be what they call conflict resolution. So now I can have a conversation with somebody and respect their opinion. We can agree to disagree. You know what I'm saying? It taught me more about sisterhood because I know these women have my back and I can show, it took me, because like all of us do different things, but we took what we learned in Baltimore Girls and we took it outside of this world. And I know that I'm applying that to other females. So it's a bunch of leaders here and it changed me and it made me more, what can I say? What's the word I'm looking for? It made me a bigger person. It made me want to share what I learned, my experiences as a Baltimore girl with other females. It's like I want them to feel and embrace what I have, because it is a good feeling, you know. So,
and you know what else though? That nobody really knew how to do this, because I didn't. I said, I'm going to take my junk and go meet some more people with some junk. And we're going to drop all our junk on the table and try to sort through it.
And look at it, put some glitter on it.
You know what I'm saying? That's it. And figure out different techniques to feel better. Go home that week, try it, come back like, yes, girl. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate having people that believe in the idea, because people thought I was crazy for my whole life. And when I started Baltimore Girls, people was taking me from New York like, well, what are you doing?
Wow.
You know, why is your word? Because, bitch, I've been in the salon all my life. Okay, that's why my word might be a tad bit off, but you get it. So I was taking them hits, and I felt, you know, insecure a lot of my life because I've been in salon. I haven't had to talk in corporate America.
Right.
So it kept my voice quiet, because I got a lot of yeah means in my pockets.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I just said, well, I'm gonna go with what I got, and then y'all accepted and loved and rode, and we did some stuff around this city.
Yeah.
We didn't laze through.
No, what's amazing to me is that as somebody who looked at herself as being a creative, but I had to get into that world because I got babies that I got to take care of, so I can't be out here trying to be a star and all that other kind of stuff. I've said to you time and time and time again that you provided me with an opportunity to remember that part of myself. You give me space to express that part of myself, and nobody else could have did it. You know, I could have joined some theater production and all, but it wouldn't have been this. You know what I'm saying? And so I watch, and it's hard for me to watch like the stuff that we've done without getting emotional. Like it brings us right back to that space and all of the stuff. I still haven't watched their performance at Creative Alliance because I knew what I was going through at that time. I knew like that was when I was at my lowest as a human being, and then I was able to show up and let a lot of that stuff go, and you gave that to me. Your vision, your everything provided me with that space to be able to show up and do that. And I don't know that I would have been able to trust anybody else to do it. And I didn't even know you. When I saw you at Wind Up Space, I was like, oh, I need to know her. I don't know, I'm going to get her with myself.
So I'm Ellen G. I am one of the Baltimore Girls. Born and raised in Baltimore, I've been here all my life. Grew up in South Baltimore, moved to Northeast, and now I'm currently West Side. What do I want Baltimore girls to know? I want us to know that we are a combination, and that combination is okay. So we can be hard and we can be soft. We can be tough and we can be vulnerable. We can be loud and we can be quiet. We can be on opposite ends of the spectrum and meet at any given point in time, anywhere on that line. So we can meet on this side, we can meet on this side, or we can meet in the middle. I want Baltimore girls to know that they are beautiful. Baltimore is a very interesting place. They call Maryland the top of the South and the bottom of the North. So we have a little bit of that northern sass and a little bit of that southern charm. And I think that feeds a lot into who Baltimore girls are. I met Safiyatou at an event at the Wind Up Space. I'd seen her around before, but that particular night, I decided to approach her after seeing her that night. She was this wild woman with this wild hair. Anybody who knows Safi knows that her hair is one of her signature things. And there was something about her creativity and her energy that I felt like I need to be able to benefit from that in my life. And I know that sounds really selfish, but I know what I do when I draw people into my space. And I know how that increases me and them. So it wasn't a thing where I was like, oh, I gotta get her into my life so that I can take. I knew that there was gonna be reciprocity there, and I knew that we were going to be able to grow from that.
I met Safi through her cousin Tracy Smith. I'm an artist. I do music, and we linked up through that. She did my hair for my first photo shoot. I say about 20 years ago, and from there we was just family. From there, my most memorable moment, a couple years back, me and Safi went to New York, and I'm loud just like Safi. I got a real loud personality, over the top. We just very imaginative, you know. So I fucks with her world. And it's like mine. So we went to New York and just got up one day and we said, you know what? Let's do us. Let's do this Baltimore girl thing. And this was before Baltimore Girls was even together, even years before, like years ahead. But anywho, we put on all our makeup and all our hair. We just got on a train and just ran through New York. And everywhere we went, people were stopping us like, where are you from? What do you got on? And we had on our black lipstick and our makeup and our hair was all funky. And we just was living out loud, being us, you know. And that's what Safi, that's what she kind of give you. It's like okay to be you. I don't have that with everybody. I was always thought to be weird or black sheep or confrontational. But like with Safi, it's good to have somebody in my world that get me, that I can wear glittery black lipstick. You know what I'm saying? Or purple hair, because Safi done gave me lavender hair. You know what I'm saying? Like, she can make my imaginative world come to life. And around her and my other Baltimore girls, I'm comfortable with it. I don't feel like I'm standing alone. And I'm not standing alone. I like to call them my energy circle. You know? Because we've been called a lot of things. We've been called witches. We've been called everything. But bitch, we all that. We all that, you know. I'm kind of the more, I would say, they probably would say not, the more comical one, the one that just say whatever comes to mind. I really don't have a filter. I really don't have no fucks.
To the end of our lives, for the rest of our days, we're Baltimore girls, we're Baltimore girls. You can take us away, but can't take it away. Okay. We're Baltimore girls, born and raised.
She's a go-getter, don't need no nigga. Different type of broad, straight up soul sister. Came from the slums, but grinded to the top. Giving it the all, so her grind don't stop. She from Baltimore, so she bred to want more. Street certified, she's a hustler to the core. She done did some things that you couldn't believe. To be broke is not an option, keep a trick up her sleeve. Selling weave or clothes, shoes, pussy or O's. All to make it through school, she gonna achieve her goals. This one for my ladies out there that travel this road. And for the ones coming up, I plant the seed so it grow. You could take us away, but can't take it away. We're Baltimore girls, born and raised. To the end of our lives, for the rest of our days. We're Baltimore girls, we're Baltimore girls.
So we are mother and daughter. I am E. Wonder.
I'm Jerry.
And so I met Safi because LNG had an event, a networking event. And basically only Safi, me, and my friend Marcus came. And so it was just a time for us to get to know each other, and she talked about Baltimore girls, and I am from West Baltimore, and I'm a person who, I get really angry when people talk about Baltimore in a negative way, as if Baltimore is a bad word, because everything that I am, Baltimore made me. And so anyway, I was just excited about the idea of telling stories about the complexity of being a Baltimore girl, and the beauty of being a Baltimore girl. And so as we started doing photo shoots and shows and everything, I brought my daughters to everything with me. And so that was nice to like be doing that together. So to me, Baltimore Girls is really about people being able to see the beauty and the shine and the strength of what it means to be a woman from Baltimore, living in Baltimore, whether you were born here or implanted here. It takes something to be a woman in this town, and you can tell when somebody is a Baltimore girl, I think. So.
The first time I met Safi, I think it was, she did this big photo shoot type thing at this warehouse. I don't know the name of it, but it was a lot of girls there dressed all sorts of ways, but all still being so Baltimore, and we just did this big photo shoot, and I don't know, it was just, I felt very confident that day. So continuing to do Baltimore girl activities and like the events that she put on and stuff, I don't know, it made me come out of my shell a little bit, because I've always been a very introverted person and not really liking to be seen, not really liking to talk to people. But like messing with Safi, she made me like play my violin in front of a whole crowd of people, which I never thought that I would even do by myself, playing a violin. So she pushed me to be the person that I am today, and to have the confidence that I have right now in this moment, speaking to this camera. Like like that was Safi. She pushed me to be where I am now.
And that was so cool, because she kept saying, yes, Baltimore girls play violin.
Yeah, and she just makes me feel so special for being from Baltimore. And even when like she does certain photo shoots or different events that I'm not a part of, I feel left out, but at the same time I'm still a Baltimore girl. So with them being there, I was still there, you know.
A lot for you to really understand you are not other people's perception. So when you take a whole people and you purposely spend hundreds and hundreds of years and trillions of dollars over those hundreds of years to convince them that they are innately and naturally less than everybody else, it's really kind of fucked up to look at them and be like, y'all need to know better than that. Y'all not, right. You know what I mean? And so, and I struggle with that my own self, because I do a lot of we got to stop killing each other too. How do we expect them? I do. I live that way in my own life. They see the glitter that we put on top of our pain, and so they want to rock cornrows too, and they want to make their hair nappy too, and they want big lips and big asses, and they want to listen to our music. They want to rap our fucking music and take our twang in our voice, whatever. They want to be like us without the pain under the glitter. Right. Because all they see is the glitter. So they love our culture, but they don't fucking love us because they don't know us. Right. They don't know our experience. They don't understand that it's not just what you think. It's a million times worse than what you think. Right. But which is how beautiful and fucking powerful we are. Right. That we are living this experience and we still rock that shit. Yeah. We rock it, so we make oppression look good. Yes. We make it trendy, and it sets all the fashion styles, and everybody want their pants to sag, and they're, you know what I'm saying? Everybody want to look like us, sound like us, walk like us, talk like us, tan like us, everything, without ever knowing and understanding the darkness that we push through every day to make that shit look good.
My sisters and me, we are the surviving sisters of the ghetto streets. We walk through the hood we don't die.
Sisterhood is not asking your sister to compromise herself for you. Sisterhood is watching a woman become a more fuller version of herself and modeling that behavior. And by that I mean being able to recognize and identify flaws in another human being, and not taking that to diminish who she is as a person, but using it to look in yourself, to recognize whatever it is that you see, and fix it for yourself so that you can model that behavior for her.
Yeah, this one go out to all my sisters, holding it down, getting your hustle on, doing what you gotta do. Handle your biz, I see you, sisters. I ain't mad at you. Holla at me. Yeah. Donna. What? Calling all of my ladies, from the front to the back. It don't matter your color, time to get back on the mat. Back before we was chickens, back before we was hoes, back before the baby mama drama case was exposed. Think it's time to regroup, take it back to the stoop. Back before the freak phase and the prepaid boost. To the time when we demanded that a brother respect. When we was fighting for the woman's right to lead on the set. Think we forgot where we came from, what a sister is worth. Think it's time to take it back and when we put us first. I know you thinking I'm tripping, you probably think it's a joke. Think about how it was before murder she wrote. Yeah, we look good and yeah, we all that. But it's time for the sisters to get back on track. We got sisters to raise, we got babies to feed. We can't forget who watching us when we plucking out seeds. Now where my sisters at? 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 Where my sisters at?
Sisterhood is kind of difficult to describe because it just is. You know, I wasn't raised with sisters. I always had my girlfriends in school. I went to an all-girls high school, so that's something that I was just kind of around, but it wasn't like this. This is something different. You know, Baltimore Girls, it started off as just, you know, I like to dress up and be wild and really express myself. So that's all it started off for me as, you know. Safi came to me and was talking about doing this photo shoot. And I was like, okay, you know. She said, well, can I do whatever? And I was like, absolutely, because I already know how she gets down. So it ended up being, you know, Safi putting chicken wire in my hair and making me like just real glammed out and over the top, and it was really dope. So initially it was about the pictures, but then this show came along, and through the rehearsals and us meeting every Monday, a lot of these women in the group I didn't know ahead of time, and we just bonded. Ever since, you know, we just been riding. The OGs have been there, and it's because of Baltimore Girls that my life has taken the turn it has. I would not have been so involved with Erica, and because of meeting Erica through Baltimore Girls and you know, spending time with her, I ended up watching her path and seeing what she was doing in the piecework realm, and I got on board and ended up quitting my job of 14 years and you know, joining forces in the same work that she's doing. And the funny thing about it is, 2 members of Baltimore Girls, we went to the same school growing up. They're a little bit older than I am, but we just came back together. It was kind of like fate. And I'm really thankful to be a part of something so amazing. Like I said, there is nothing like this group of women in Baltimore Girls, and anytime, anything you need, you can reach out, and just like, they got you. And I've never experienced anything like that. I've had friends, you know, around since I was in nursery school, and you know, they're my best friends and everything, but we fell fast. And like I said, you can't even tell the moment when we got that bond, and it's just like indestructible and amazing. And I'm very, very thankful to be a part of this movement, this sisterhood.
Sisters at? Where my 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 sisters at? And I'm knocking the hustle. I know it ain't easy pie, but I think that we can make it if we open our eyes. Oh my, see my girls handle your business. Open up your mouth and tell them how the T.I. is. Yeah, this one's for my sisters working 9 to 5, doubling up overtime just to get by. Rubbing on the pole or hitting in the hole. Don't forget the ones that's following the steps that you mold. Make sure their feet are big enough to fill in your soul. I know mama never told you there be days like these, but it's our job to make sure that we telling our seeds. And it's time to start pushing, forget the shotgun. Holler back when you see it.
Sisterhood means to me a group of women who has each other back, who's always there when I need them, who can tell me when I'm wrong. You know what I'm saying? Who can identify with my problems and there for my shoulder to lean on. You know what I'm saying? It's more than just blood, because I got some sisters upstairs right now who look out for me more than blood. So it's sisterhood is everything for me. You know, I'm a mother of 4 now, a single mother, and sisterhood is people who, you know, sisters who basically got my back through that, me not feeling alone, you know, knowing that I have that village there to help me and support me through being that single mother, so I don't feel single. I don't feel like I would honestly, right now, sisterhood for me is everything, because I honestly feel as though, it sounds crazy, but I would take my sisters in a big house on a farm any day raising my kids rather being in the dysfunctional relationships that I have been in, because my boys and my kids are learning more, and they are being exposed to more positive things with my sisters than they have with me being in the abusive domestic relationships that I've been in. You know what I'm saying? Where they saying their father fight on me or calling me B, but you know, versus being around my sisters, and we going to the artscapes, we doing shows, we learning about our ancestors, we learning about our culture. So sisterhood is everything for me, right? It's everything. It's all I got right now, you know? Is my sisterhood.
Stop hating when you see your sister doing a thing. Give her props, like don't stop. You with the chorus and sing. We all we got. You feeling me? C and B. Where my sisters at? 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 My sisters gon' make it, my sisters gon' fly, my sisters just multiply, we don't die. And no, it ain't easy, but we gon' try. We refuse to give up, refuse to stand by.
So with me being a hip hop artist, I'm an artist, and pretty much I'm discovering in a lot of different ways. So Baltimore Girls means to me being able to be myself, opening up that freedom to be a woman, you know, to be feminine, to be hard, to be gangster, to be me. Baltimore Girls, like, we're here, we're all cohesive. If there's any issues, let's air it out, you know, just realists, a bunch of realists, real women doing real things. So that's what it means. I think the world would benefit from Baltimore Girls, or having experience with Baltimore Girls, to be able to say, for all the women out there, not just the women, but the men, to realize that there are still real women in the world that aren't afraid to speak, but aren't downsizing men to feel powerful themselves.
I feel as a Baltimore girl, I am one of those women that come to the Baltimore Girls. We have all kinds of conversations, and I think women need that opportunity and that platform to say, you know what, I can talk about what I want to talk about. I could be myself. I can express myself, and no one's going to judge me for it. You know, we are all different religions and backgrounds, and you know, we all come from somewhere. We share our stories, and no one's looking like, oh, you're from there, or oh, you did that. You know, it's like, wow, that's interesting. Where we're really open-minded and willing to really look outside of ourselves to kind of experience something else from a different angle as concerning women.
2013, 2014, we all came together. We ain't know each other. We all came together on some rider. We all got different backgrounds. We all believe in different spirituality. Got all out, and we accepted one another. And we rode for like 4 years. It's Baltimore Documentary. I feel like I owe it to you. I owe it to the city, and I owe it to myself for the project known as the official Baltimore Girls. Where it evolves from here, I'm still waiting for the spirit to let me know. But that thing we did needs to be documented, and it needs to be shown. And I want it to be shown all over the world. That's my goal. And bring your whole self and your personality. And close your eyes and bow your heads and breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. In your mind and in your spirit, you can speak to whoever and however and whatever you call God. And ask that your tongue will deliver truth in the light, and that it can touch people all over the world. Just by us living life and meeting each other and banging around for 4 years. The realness of Baltimore Girls, we thank you, Father God, for our realness. We ask you to continue to hover and protect us, Mother Father God. We ask that you remove all the fear and all the doubt and all the anger, the hurt, animosity, Lord. Please, please, Lord. Clean us, clean our hearts, clean our souls, clean our minds, clean our eyes, clean our ears. Forgive us. Forgive us, Lord. Forgive us for where we hurt others and may have not known it. Forgive us for hurting people and knowing it. Forgive us for dimming our lights when we should be shining brighter.
Yes.
Show us, lead us, guide us, protect us. We are yours. We want you to use us. And we thank you for this run, Lord God. I thank you for each and every person that's standing here in my house tonight, because my life would not be where it is today, and I would not be who I am today without these ladies around me. And I thank you. And we say Ashe.
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 Ashe. Knowing your worth and your self-esteem, realizing and remembering that you are a queen every day.
3, 2, 1.
How can we have peace in the Middle East when there's none at home? How can we have understanding in this land when there's none in the woman and there's none in the man? How can we heal the wounds of this world if we cannot heal our own? Where does this peace on earth
begin if not in the home? Where do we go now? Do we let the devil win, or do we get up and fight? Surely we know how to conquer all our fears, bring an end to the violence, bring an end to our tears. How can we heal the wounds of the world if we cannot heal our own? And where does this peace on earth begin if not in the home?